Itch.io marketplace now requires asset creators to disclose their use of generative AI. The Department of Justice confirms that it wants Google to sell off Chrome. And Threads rolls out its custom feeds tool after a quick testing phase. It's Thursday, November 21st, and this is Engadget News. Creators who sell assets on itch.io will now have to be a lot more upfront about using generative AI. The marketplace for independent digital creators has introduced a new rule that requires users to label their projects if they were produced using generative AI tools such as ChatGPT and Midjourney. Users will see an AI generation disclosure box when they upload their projects. If they confirm that their project contains AI-generated output, they'll be required to indicate what kinds of content were made with generative AI, whether they're graphics, sounds, text, and dialogue, or code. If they have a public asset page, they'll see a dialog box when they access their dashboard, making it easy to bulk tag their projects. They'll be able to select multiple projects from their list and then indicate whether they contain AI-generated content or not. All assets with AI output will get the AI-generated tag, while those without will be tagged as no AI. Each content type will have its own subtag as well. Itch.io requires all assets that used AI in any way, even if the creator had hand-edited it, to be tagged as AI-generated. And if it finds any untagged work that used artificial intelligence tools, it will make that asset ineligible for indexing so that potential buyers could no longer find it. However, it's unclear what measures the marketplace is taking to police its website. While itch.io's new policy may not be enough for those who'd rather ban AI content altogether, the tags will allow buyers who do not want AI assets in their work to filter them out. The U.S. Department of Justice has released a 23-page document calling for the breakup of Google, including a sale of the Chrome web browser and restrictions on Android, confirming previous reports. Selling Chrome will permanently stop Google's control of this critical search access point and allow rival search engines the ability to access the browser that, for many users, is a gateway to the Internet. The regulators said that Google must also stop favoring its own search engine in Android. If the company fails to do that, DoJ lawyers argued that it should also be required to divest its mobile device operating system. They also proposed that Google syndicate search results separately and sell its click and query data to aid rival search engines and AI startups. In a response on its keyword blog, Google said the DOJ's staggering proposal would harm consumers and affect U.S. tech leadership. All of this started back in 2020 when the DOJ and multiple states filed a lawsuit arguing that Google paid billions to device manufacturers to secure default status for its search engine. Then in August of this year, federal judge Amit Mehta ruled that Google is a monopolist in the industry and used its power to charge supra-competitive prices for general search text ads. As of last year, Google controlled around 90% of the search engine market, processing nearly 9 billion searches per day. The DOJ's proposals to break up Google are based on that ruling, but the makeup and philosophy of the department is likely to change drastically in a Trump administration. Indeed, Google's keyword blog seems to be aimed directly at the incoming president, invoking dangers to security, required disclosure to foreign companies, and the mandating of government micromanagement. Recently, Trump himself weighed in on the matter, suggesting a breakup might be too drastic. All of this is still at an early stage, with many court cases and appeals likely to come. Still, it would represent a seismic shift in how Google, a company with 182,000 employees, does business. More importantly, it could drastically affect how the Internet works, as over 60% of web interactions start with a search query, and most of those are done using Google Search. The battle over who will get all of X's users now that it's an utter cesspool continues. Threads just began rolling out its own custom feeds feature to compete with rival Blue Sky. Custom feeds have long been a hallmark of Blue Sky, and now Threads users can get in on the action. Meta announced it was testing custom feeds just last week, so those tests must have been successful. It's either that or they want to stall Blue Sky's continuing momentum. Simply put, the feature allows users to pin topic-based feeds to the home screen of the app. This gives people the option to scroll through additional feeds beyond the algorithmic For You feed. This is a very good thing, as Threads' current For You algorithm can be easily manipulated by just posting stuff like, "Who likes cats?" I mean, I've seen quite literally 400 posts like that in my feed, all looking for engagement. I like cats, but come on. In any event, users can create a custom feed by searching for keywords and tapping the three-dot menu to get started. A feed will be created based on the keyword, though the toolset allows for more granular adjustments. For instance, users can add specific profiles to customize each feed. Threads aficionados can create up to 128 custom feeds. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and additional articles at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Mariella Moon, Steve Dent, and Lawrence Bonk, and was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.